Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Liz, if you're new here, and I talk about lifestyle, I talk about travel, moving from Uganda to the US, and stuff like that. So, if you're interested in that, remember to subscribe. So, today we are talking about winning the the green card lottery. So, this is a program that is the US set up for everyone outside of the United States that qualifies to join the program to join, and whenever you win you get the green card, and you can decide whether you want to relocate here or stay wherever you are. So today we have a green card winner. Her name is Hope, and she also has a channel, so she's going to join us and tell us and take us briefly through the process of how she applied and how she won. So if you're watching and you're interested in something like that, then sit down and watch. If you have any questions, you can also leave them in the comment section. We will answer them one by one if you have the right answers. So let me bring on our guest. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome. And I'm sure so many people are, waiting to hear from you, your story of how you came to the United States. So I'll just have a few questions here and there to ask you, especially those that are frequently asked through my other videos, and then we can continue. So
Okay.
briefly, you can tell us who you are, what you do on your channel, and then we start.
Okay. My name is Pico Hope, and right now I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas. I have a YouTube channel, and it talks more about green card application, being selected, and coming to the United States. Yeah, and it is called Chico Hope Official.
Thank you. And did you say you were from Kenya, or did I miss that? I
Yeah,
forgot.
sorry about that. I'm from Kenya, Nairobi.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Kenya is beautiful. I've been to Nairobi.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're going to run into the first major questions really asked is how do you fill the form? What are those things to look out for? And yeah, like, in order to qualify to be among the contestants.
Green card application is normally done every year in October and in November every year. So for you to apply, you just need two things. One is a valid passport, and the next thing is having a high school certificate with a minimum grade of a D minus. With those two things, you are good to apply for the green card. Mhm.
Right. And just also to add on, for if you do not have a high school diploma, you also have been working for about 2 years, you still qualify. So if you don't have that background of education, but you have been working and you have proof to show that you were working for at least 2 years, you can also apply, and then you will be requested to provide the proof of your work experience for at least 2 years. Okay, thank you, Hope. So another thing would be, I have seen people that have applied and they think they failed because of the passport size photo. So, what advice would you give them? What should they look out for in that area?
Yeah, the guidelines when you're applying, they are very clear. They tell you the specification of the passport photo, the measurements. So you're supposed to do it according to how they need it done. It is so easy. It is so easy to do that. You can do it on your own, or you can go to a cyber cafe and do it there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so how was the process for you? Did you and your because sorry, we didn't take you back. So Shiko is here with her family, her husband and her children. So when you applied, is it you that applied or was it your partner? And is it one person that won or both of you won?
Well, both of us applied. We submitted two application, mine and my husband. but I was not selected. My husband is the one who was selected because we filled each one, so all of us came.
All of you came. And so were you officially married? Do they call it officially? But were you legally married when you applied at the time?
When we applied, we were married, but we did have a marriage certificate. So after being selected, that's when we looked for the marriage certificate and we got it and we were good to go.
Okay, because that is a good question, because many people, when they apply, they are not sure what they want to do. So you can apply and you say you have children, but you're not legally married. But at the time they say you have been selected, do you want to marry your partner or you want to go alone? Because if you don't include them, then you may end up leaving them. So that is a very good question. So so how long did it take you from the time you applied until you were selected? Like, just if you don't remember exact time, but you can give us a brief period, maybe you can say in months.
Yeah, we applied in October and the results are always out in May. So it is from October, November, December, January, February, March, April.
Okay, about
Just a
5,
month.
6 months. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then once they send you, so how do they communicate to you? Because also I've had stories of people being scammed through fake emails, fake websites. So how was the communication? Was it only via the email, or did you receive phone calls, or did you get, different emails? How was it for you?
Communication for green card is so transparent, and because you do it yourself, you apply yourself, you go check the results yourself. So no scamming. After you being selected, you submit the documents online. All the processes are done online. So if you did it the right way, no scamming. I understand there are fake websites, but green card website, the official one, is not a scam. It's not a scam. It is a very transparent process.
Yes, and I will link the correct website down in the description box, and also I can pin it up on the comment section if you need to check it out for the correct website. Because when you go to the website and when you go to the web browser and you type in anything, usually there's so many websites that will pop up. So we shall link for you the correct website so that if you want to check out and apply, you go and try your luck. So and then I usually get many questions like, oh, when I apply and I don't have enough finances to transport my whole family, how long do I have until I can, transport? I could go alone and then come back. I could do, a few of us could go and then a few could stay. Yeah, do you get those questions also? What would you advise?
Yes, I do. I do get those questions. And what I tell people is that when you apply, just say the truth. If you have kids, include them. If you are married, include your spouse. Once you are selected, now things will start falling into place. If you are not migrating with your family, you just indicate in the form DS260, indicate that you are not migrating with them. But make sure initially you have indicated that you have a family. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then, so this one is for when somebody has already indicated that they have a family and children, like, wife and children, but the financial constraint, they are not able to transport all of them at the same time. So they always ask me, can I travel alone and then, look for money and then my family can join me? Which I always say it's okay, because usually you have a 6 months window until you can decide whether you want to stay in Africa or wherever you are, or you move to the United States. But after the 6 months window, which is the visa, you will have lost it. So if you're financially constrained and you travel alone, you leave your family back home, and within the 6 months you're not able to actually transport them to come and join you, that is going to disqualify them. So you wouldn't want to take those chances. But like she said, once you're selected, usually, of course, when once you are applying, keep in mind you're going to need air ticket money, you're going to need visa fees, you're going to need medical fees, you're going to need all these fees. You can read about them on the website and see how much, the estimate of how much you'd be looking at, so that you don't miss out once the chance knocks.
Yeah.
So how was your experience? Oh, sorry, did you want to say something?
Yes, I just want to add on that about the requirements and the amount of money needed. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. They can also follow me on my YouTube. I have done a very good video about the amount of money needed. Very well done video there. They can come and watch it. They can come and
Yes.
watch the video.
And I'm going to link your channel in the comment section or description. So people, if you need more information, you can go on her channel and ask her, especially if she has done a particular video, you can go on her video and inquire or send her an email. Yeah, like it's usually better to ask something that somebody has already done a video about, because they are knowledgeable about it. So she has done a video about how much you will need after you have won the DV lottery. So you can go back, check it out. If you're missing something, you can ask and she will answer. So just briefly, how was your journey for you? Had you ever traveled in a plane? Or was it your first time? Like, how was it for you?
Oh, it was our first time to be on a plane, so you can imagine the excitement. Yeah, it was so nice and beautiful. We enjoyed the flight.
So even your husband and children, that was the first time,
Yes, all of us.
all of you.
Hmm.
So how was it? Was it so tiring? Were you people tired, or were you expecting to come? And what did you have expectations of coming to America?
Yeah, we were eager. We were anxious at the same time, but the flight was tiresome. We slept, we woke up, we slept, we woke up. We were tired, but we enjoyed it.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
we enjoyed, and we wished let us arrive to the United States and enjoy the life over there.
Interesting. And how was what was the first culture shock you got when you landed here?
Oh, it was in January, so it was in winter.
Wow.
So once we walked out of the
Plane.
airport, you can imagine the cold that hit
Did,
our face and our
did
eyes.
you have the jackets?
Yeah, we were aware. Our host had prepared us, and we were aware. We were very warmly dressed, but we were not. It was not something that we had imagined. It was so much. It was a totally different thing. So that was the first culture shock that winter. It was so bad.
What else came later? Like at least the first few months, what else was so different for you?
It was so different because in Africa, when you are on the road, you see like 100% of people walking on the streets or on the road, but here you could not see anybody walking.
I know
It
it's
was
more
that
of
was
you only see cars moving and
yes,
moving.
yes. And I was wondering, uh, will I be able to drive on these big roads and highways? Every road here, it's a well-maintained road. It is not like back home, the potholes and ditches and, you know,
Yeah. And
yeah.
people are rushing. People are always on the
Mhm.
rush. People don't have time
Yeah.
to waste. Time is money.
And then the environment is so clean. You can't see trash thrown everywhere. It
Yeah,
is so clean and neat environment. It was so different.
it was good.
Mm.
And so let's talk about career. So when you're back home in Kenya, Uganda, we always are looking for these white collar jobs. And before I came here, I was working also in a brewery as in the IT section. So stuff like that. So that's what we like to do back home, even though it's not so much paying. So when you came here, did you have to adjust and do like what job did you do when you first came?
When we came here, we were told, guys, there are so many jobs here. If you are not picky, you can get a job as early as you get your social security card. So we were not choosy. We picked the jobs that came our way because there are so many job opportunities here. And that's where we started life. Myself, I started working in a store, and it was a nice experience. I learned a lot of stuff from that place. Because it was a grocery store. I would know the names of particular things and items, and it was a learning experience for me.
Really, it should have been. And did you have any problem with the currency? Since it's different currency. For me, I still have issues with the coins. I'm like, why don't you get rid of these coins? I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, I even today I have never understood the American money. What I know is a dollar, the note. But for the coins, I can't tell you what is a penny, a dime, or whatever. And I'm not, I don't know if I will ever get to know them. But I know about $1, $5, $10 going up. But for the coins, no, they are not my thing.
The coins are so confusing. That is what I fear about working in a retail shop, because I'm like, what are all these coins? It's a very tiny one. I'm like, what is this? So the only coin that I know is the quarter, the one that is where the one you get 2 of them and it makes $1. That makes sense. But then the other tiny ones, what are these?
Yeah, they are so confusing.
They are. Yeah. So how about your daughter? Did she have some sort of culture shock for her? I know it's different from yours.
I think so because the schools are different from what they used to back home. But kids catch up so fast, they adjust so fast. So they were good to go. In a few weeks, they were used to American system,
Wow. That's quite interesting. And before you know it, they're going to be speaking the American accent. They're going to be telling you, Mom, you have a heavy accent. They're going to be telling you.
They do, even today. They tell me, it's not called like that. It is called like this, But they are my English teachers.
That's how kids are. But I love Kenya. Kenya, if the kids are in good schools, they are on an international level, which doesn't change so much. But of course, Kenya, I think also because it was colonized by the British, also we have like a British background. Now it's American English. So a bit of those challenges, but they will catch up. Give them just 2 more years and you will see they'll start talking like Americans.
They do. They do.
They already do.
Yes. Okay. Sometimes I can't even understand what they are saying, and I'm like, you guys, can you speak in Kiswahili so I can understand what you are saying?
Do they have friends already?
Yes, we have been here for like 5 years now.
Oh, already 5 years. I thought 2 years. Oh, 5 years.
Fourth year. We are next year. Next year we are celebrating 5 years.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
We are not new. Not new.
Yeah, 5 years is a good time, especially for a child. They will adjust totally.
I'm telling you, by the 3rd month, they had an accent.
These kids will kill me one day. My daughter, because I have that British background, and of course my husband is American, so I say things like trousers, I can say different words, and then she goes, Mom, those are pants. Those are not trousers. So I'm like, well, okay, like you don't know, it's just the same word. And then she said, no, it's not the same. You just
Yeah,
you have to say pants.
going to this picture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this has been really, really interesting. So everyone that has tuned in and been watching, thank you so much. Remember to subscribe. Remember to leave me a comment if you have any questions, so we shall answer them. Check out Shiko Hope on her channel. And yeah, you can subscribe to her channel if you like her content. So we shall do a similar video again next time on her channel. She will host me and I talk about my journey from Uganda to America, stuff like that. So stay tuned. We shall bring you all this beautiful information. So Shiko, thank you so much for coming and joining me today on this discussion. We have another third guest here that wants to say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. So thank you, Shiko. And guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.